Cool. So today I'm here with Fred, and I want to show him how I am sometimes chaining merge requests that I depend on. So I'm just going to go share my screen. The example I'm going to use is a merge request let me check that is making some changes to the backend, and it creates a new API for us to use. It's a very large merge request. It requires some reviews. And as we can see, the branch is a few commits behind master. So it's not like we can start working off of master because we will need to depend on it. So let me just, so I'm going to copy the name of the branch. I'll make this a bit larger. Yeah, so now I'm in that branch, and let's say I want to start working on changes that depend on changes that are in this branch. So I'm gonna pop the log, and here we see that yeah, we see the latest changes for that branch. So that's how I start, and then now I'm going to create a new branch based off of that branch that makes some changes. I can call it anything I want. Test new front-end changes. And of course, the log stays the same until I make some changes. But we see that both branches are pointing to the same commit. So now I can make a change. So the change I'm choosing to make for this is the one that you were working on, Fred. I was just saving that. Let me see if that works. So this, yeah, you're making some changes on the front end. That depends on the back end, right? On this query working.
Yeah, exactly. It works off the branch that you're on.
So fortunately, you modified different files, so it's going to be easy to cherry pick. I could just commit. I could create a new commit, but let's just cherry pick to bring over your front end changes to be merged with the back end changes. I'm going to cherry pick. I copy the hash. It could be a commit. It could be something else we do. And now if I check the log, my branch is in front of the previous branch with this new commit, right? That happens to be yours. And what's good is that the state that we're working on right now works. So we can go to the GDK and we can see things. We can see everything is working. We can see, we can demo it. We can make some tests, right? Use the linter because we have the backend and the front end at the same time. And that's nice. And that's all. So now I'm going to push. I have some shorthand here for push. It's just push origin head. So I push this new branch, and that new branch creates a nice link to create the MR. Cool. So I'm just going to open that URL, and then I can create now a new merge request. So this new merge request is from that branch, and by default, it's always going to go into master. But now I'm going to change the branches so that I don't merge into master and I merge instead into the backend change. So let me see. I'm a bit lazy, so I want to copy paste again the branch. Where is it? True. Yeah, so yeah. So what's interesting here is that I'm merging my changes, or more like your changes, so my front-end commits into a branch that is not master that contains the backend changes. So then I'm going to continue. Then I can do what we do normally for merge request descriptions. And this one is kind of important because I've had some cases where people merge. So we copy the merge request that we're pointing to, and we add it as a dependency. I do this because sometimes I even send this for review, and the maintainer goes and clicks merge, and they merge into not master, but the branch that has the backend changes. So it's going to be a huge confusion. So I use this merge request dependency. And now I'm going to, here you can see the front-end changes. It's only front-end changes, which is sweet. And I'm going to submit.
And once the merge request that you're depending on is merge, then do you go in the merge request and change it to merge into master?
Exactly. Right. So once this gets merged, probably this branch gets deleted. So then you will get a warning. It says your branch cannot be merged anymore because your branch is not existing. And then I just go here and I change again the master, to change into master. Yeah, normally it will work. Maybe you have to do a rebase because the commit changes. Maybe the commits that are in this branch get squashed or something happens. So you need to do a rebase, but it's pretty straightforward. And yeah, and then what's cool is that here I can work off of this branch and make changes and have the backend and the frontend at the same time. And I can ask for reviews. So I can already, and then nobody will be confused with like they can check out this branch, check it working. They will not have to do any cherry picking or something like this. And when they review, they only see the changes for the things that you did. So they will not be asking questions like, or for example, the danger bot will not be suggesting backend changes, backend reviews, because the danger bot only sees this.
And that makes total sense.
And I have done this a lot for backend changes, or if there's a big refactor that I'm waiting review on, then I can also start working on the next step, and I don't have to wait out for. So I could do the same process again. I could go and chain a few more. So I check out this, and then I could do the same process, right? So I could check out from this branch and continue. And I have chained like a few even. Yeah, so that's it. That's what I want to show you.
Cool. Thanks for showing me that. I usually had to wait until the backend was merged so that I could like show off my merge requests, right? Without showing what all that was being done on the backend side.
Right. And you cannot, and then you have to maintain if they make any change. And if they make any change, then you have to update. You're probably going to have to update your branch because now your branch is going to be outdated. So what I normally do is I make sure I'm on that branch. I will pull. Hold on. I will pull rebase origin, and then the origin is not master, is the branch that. Sorry, then the branch is not master, is this one. And then no matter what they do, the only thing you have to run is this command and then push it again, and you will get all the updates. Like if they rebase or anything they do. I think right now I will not get any changes because I just did this. Yeah, so it's up to date. But that's a cool workflow that we can use.
Awesome. Thanks for showing that to me.
Right, thanks. Stop the recording now.